Hi Sagittarius, happy birthday season. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do appreciate it. Be sure and follow on TikTok and YouTube for me. I'm trying to grow my collectives. And then I also give away free tarot readings on both. If you're interested, go to my website and scroll all the way to the bottom and sign up for my newsletter. That will send me your email address and then I can notify you, and that's the email address I'll put in the drawing. And also make sure it's semi-valid, you know, if you check it every once in a while, just that way if I do notify you, you do get the email. I've had a couple people that use like an old email or just one that they don't check frequently and they haven't been notified. So anyway, hope you guys are doing awesome. So we're just going to do a general reading, Celtic cross spread, and I did bring out my oracle deck as well, so we'll pull a couple cards from that at the end. So we have the Star, Temperance, Ten of Swords, wow, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, Seven of Swords. We have the King of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, and then underneath we have the Five of Swords. So I always grab that underneath card. It's like an underlying energy of the reading. So we have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is kind of like conflicting. It's conflict, arguments, maybe some sneaky behavior, but I also feel like swords have a lot to do with our thoughts. So I feel like you could be mentally conflicted about this situation. So we'll get into the tarot and find out what it is that we're conflicted about. So we have the Star, which is, it is a wish fulfillment, and it's also about like hope and renewal and joy and healing. So I feel like maybe some healing needs to take place here. You're kind of sitting in this, you know, you're wanting a wish fulfillment and you're kind of healing from it, but what's holding you back is Temperance. So Temperance is, it is about balance. It's also about like alchemizing, and it's about like patience, calm energy. So I feel like maybe you are just not alchemizing. You're not taking care of yourself. Maybe you're not, you know, being in a calm state, and you're not really taking care of yourself. You're not balanced. So I think you definitely need to get balanced here. But it's about like alchemizing and just working with the energies and kind of putting things into play, if that makes sense. So, but I definitely feel like you're imbalanced right now about something. We have the Ten of Swords, which is the root of this. So there's been a really painful cycle, but it is the 10. So you're coming to the end of that, but you've definitely been through a lot of pain here, which is why the Star and the Temperance are here. These are two major arcanas, and Temperance is your card. It's you, you know, your strength, your power, because it is your card. So when this shows up in your reading, I feel like maybe you're not very balanced. You know, the Star card, it has her down in like the pool of water in Rider-Waite Tarot, and then the Temperance has the cups, you know, the chalices that are balanced out, and I feel like you're just not balanced and you're not healing something. But you know, it's been a really painful cycle, so we need to kind of release that and come to an end of that. So in the recent past, we have the Three of Swords, which again is like broken heart, grief, sadness. So you've definitely been through a very painful cycle. This can be in love, this can be in your spirituality, this can be you just integrating the energies and working with everything, you know, and having to leave loved ones, family members, friends behind. That's all part of the Three of Swords. But it could also be like, you know, a love relationship that you had to end. Or maybe you're coming to the end of grieving a love relationship and you're going to be moving on. Again, we'll get into more tarot and find out where this is going, but this is in the recent past, and this is also a healing card. So it's about healing your broken heart. So you've definitely been through a painful cycle, and you know, a broken heart can come from so many different things. It doesn't have to be from another person. So, but I definitely feel like you are healing that. But you're kind of holding back from that too, because in your subconscious, your higher self, we have the Four of Cups, and that is like withholding emotionally. So Four of Cups is like a stagnant, bored energy. It is also about holding back emotionally. So I feel like due to this cycle that you were ending and that you were going through, you were kind of holding back emotionally, and you're very conflicted on it. And that confliction can be different for each of you. Maybe you're just conflicted on relationships in general. You're conflicted on certain situations, ending cycles. In the near future, we have the Seven of Swords, which is, so the Seven of Swords is, it can be like a sneakiness, lies type of behavior, but I feel like in your near future, this is about doing things differently, being strategic, if that makes sense, because in the Rider-Waite, you know, it has him sneaking away with the swords. So I feel like this is just about you doing things differently, being strategic about the way you move forward. You're strategic in your healing, strategic in your patterns, but in a good way. So your advice from Spirit is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is the masculine, feminine king. So he is emotionally compassionate, empathic. He is very emotionally balanced. So I feel like this is Spirit telling you to get emotionally balanced, get in touch with your emotions and kind of balance that out. Because again, we had the Temperance and the Star about balance. And then you have like the Ten of Swords and Three of Swords are about, you know, very tough cycle and healing your heart. So I feel like Spirit's just telling you to kind of balance out emotionally. So in your environment, the influence here, we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is a new stable message, a message of stability. So this could be, maybe you got a message about a new job, maybe you got a message from a person or just a new path here. But the Page of Pentacles is, it's built on a solid foundation. So anytime you build something new, you want it to be built on a solid foundation. And the Page of Pentacles is a newer energy, but it's also Pentacles, which are earth energy and very stable, grounded energy. Your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Wands. You're wanting a passionate new beginning in whatever that may be. This could be in your work. This could be in your spirituality. This could be in a love relationship. Again, it's going to resonate differently for each of you, so take it how it resonates for you. But I definitely feel like the Sagittarius collective is wanting a new passionate beginning. You're wanting new after ending this cycle. And then the overall energy, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we go from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is a stable offer. So maybe you do get a job offer. Maybe you get an offer from a person, or this could just be you starting a new stable adventure, whether that's in love or your business or in your spirituality, your spiritual practice. But again, it's a very grounded, it's not a very fast moving energy. So it will take time to build this, but it is very stable, grounded, loyal. So let's see. What does Sagittarius not see coming, Spirit? What does, sorry about that, give me just a second. Okay. What does Sagittarius not see coming, Spirit? We have the Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. So this could be a Queen of Pentacles coming towards you, which is Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. This could just be you stepping into this Queen of Pentacles energy. So the Queen of Pentacles is very financially stable. She's kind of like the breadwinner, but she's also very nurturing and very, again, grounded, earth energy. So she is very grounded and stable. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like you're kind of stepping into this Queen of Pentacles energy and releasing these burdens. So this could be around your work. This could be like a job, or it could be a business that you're building. But I definitely feel like you're stepping more into that Queen of Pentacles and that stable energy, and you're releasing some burdens. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're releasing burdens around self-worth and financial stability, financial independence. Maybe if you were in a job, you know, that you weren't very happy with, you're kind of ending that cycle. Or with your business, you know, you were kind of fearful, stressed out. Maybe you left that company and now you're starting something on your own or starting with a new company. But I definitely feel like it's going to be very grounded, very stable, and it is going to help you kind of build that financial independence and step into your own here. Because we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, and that's very like Empress-like energy, just very abundant and a lot of growth. But I really love that. I mean, that 10, you have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. So we're definitely coming to the end of painful cycles, but we're at the end of that and we're starting anew. So that's really great. What does Sagittarius need to focus on, Spirit? Actions and advice. Love it. Wow. Okay, with the balance, that makes a lot of sense. So we have the Knight of Cups come out first, and the Knight of Cups is, so this is about like a love offer, but it's also about like going after your heart's desire. So again, you could have started a business or a new job or in a new spiritual practice or a new relationship, and this is about following your heart and going after what it is that makes you happy, emotionally happy. And then we got the King and Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is telling you to balance your masculine and feminine energy and step into your power, because the King and Queen of Wands are fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. And so these are your cards. This is the masculine and feminine here. So I feel like this is Spirit telling you to get balance your masculine and feminine energies, and step into your power here, because you have a lot of great things coming in here. You've got stability, and I feel like you're on the right path. You just need to get balanced here. And, but I definitely feel like you're moving towards, you're in some sort of cycle, and you're moving into more of a grounded, stable type of energy, which is awesome. And I really love that for you. So let's see what the Oracle has for us. But yeah, that's the King and Queen of Wands, both your signs. And this could also be about, you know, you just kind of knowing when to go after things and when to let things come to you, because, you know, the feminine energy receives and the King of energy is kind of like a go-getter type of energy. But I love that those both came out for you in your reading. That's really awesome. But just stay balanced, grounded, and, you know, go after what you want. Life's too short to not, you know, go after your passions and follow your heart. And whatever that may be. It could be in business, and it could be in a relationship, you know. Look at, we pulled the Father Christmas and Wise Men. So we pulled two masculine cards there. That's interesting too. So, okay. We have Father Christmas, number 13. Oh, went right past it, sorry. Okay, keywords. Naughty and nice. How did thee get here? Lost, perhaps? No worries at all. Gather yourself and clear the frost, for the good still lives in you. What list will you be on this year? Naughty or nice? Father Christmas, Santa Claus, Old Saint Nick, even Krampus are critical figures in holiday celebration. We know that the archetypes as jolly old men who judge whether we are worthy of gifts if we were kind, or lumps of coal if we were not. You may have grown up and stopped worrying about getting gifts for the holidays, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be mindful of how your energy manifests in the world. You're being guided to share a little kindness. Ask yourself, what would the best version of myself do in this situation? Keep this in mind as you go about your day, and see how the simple question can dramatically shift your perspective. Kindness costs nothing, but can reward you with endless blessings. I love that. Maybe that's just something you guys needed to hear right now. It's kind of hard when you're going through things. Sometimes we get, or when you're really focused on a project, I know I can get kind of narrow-minded sometimes, and I can just be very like blunt, and I don't mean to be rude, but sometimes it just kind of come off that way. So wise men, the key words with this one are intellect, power, conviction. If it wasn't for the familiar songs that echo through my spine, I would have lost what is lost and never found my purpose. Wise men guide you to use your logic and intellect at this time. There are times to be driven by the heart and emotion, but there are also times when your convictions, beliefs, and what you know to be right serve as your North Star. This is one of those times. Pulling wise men is a sign that you need clarity of mind to navigate your situation. Do not allow emotions to color your judgment. Be decisive and take control of your situation. Pulling the wise man card is also a sign that you're ready to step up and be the leader for others to follow. Wise men may also come to a reading to represent a person in your life who has considerable power and authority. This person may be a lawyer, mentor, financial advisor, or a teacher who has the experience needed to guide you on your path. If you do not have someone in your life who fits this description, you're being guided to find someone to call on for advice. Having a wise sage in your corner is always a good idea. I love that. Yeah, so maybe if you started a business venture, it's wise to kind of find a mentor or somebody that, has been through that and can help guide you. But I really love this for you, Sagittarius. I think you're headed in the right direction. You just got to get some balance and everything's going to be all right. So I hope that helps and can bring you some clarity, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.